possibilities.
Shafo momo akwaba momo atenase Coastal Television Degetania 514 Channel 54 you go TV do Channel 22 years St. Augustus St. Edward one Degeta box na ende wukuda anepei taseba dinya me na nada woroma wa ma dum no so aso heno do enda so ye wukan ekana yidedu wom ekana nkwado na yeye wom ekana odiye boko za ye hwehwe bia amama za ye hia na onka bane de ye bobo yene nyame sombo no odekan no odacha hen ina so we na yim da mahin wache na yimpa wache na yiso yami ye gbe na bo na wa me ye hu da mpa ono na ogba hin enti da yi hia bia oshanensa onyim da yi hia na momodu bia na wa ka na asem na ni ti yembisa ye hwehwe yembom no bugbe onyim da yen yina enti so kadama no mahim kwanhye de onfo mo onyim wara bom wara bisa wara hwehwe na ebohu ntane pay Ebasa yami na dawur mara oda cheni ya yendat ane pe wo kondo de yebom mu de yo sede mo na tire yebom ane pe wo kondo de yebisa ni yanu biara wi yanu ane pe wo kondo de yehwehwe na bebi odi ikuhunu yekohu center focus ane pe yebezi nkomo na mamenzi kamfanda se sonko mfama oye ejumoku a wona adawurma ane pe bia we hwehinase wajiji tata na wadin ebodu oye empempendo no ma hoden yakaseda no ne yemfa sedama oye king of the universe oye king kon wa bede materials nti bede materials ni wa asam na menyo ka na pay ane pe mo kan de say e adanse won dama de sin ne dana bebi anyo kepko sahadi bebi anyo king of the universe where king kon obede materials nti na lot abresenim yes bebi amakada otabresenim nti bede materials dodo na epe from foundation to roofing bede materials foundation to roofing esi dan na ewie footings mechira pipe na cables a edeba ye edanum ye wi security doors papa floor tiles wall tiles painted moto dano it's light system na oboma dan no ha ye fel igwede mu a solid na pro ni wuda mpa kino the universe that can call the materials mampa and the pay call when I say wo oye Cape Coast Accra highway no material regional house of chiefs central regional house of chiefs no possible pepe ho na kino the universe wo asoye koso oye abra new sports stadium ne junction no do ana eyifo ntabufum wona abosantenti no so na kino the universe wa asoye koso ntane pe call na wo fa bede materials no fa nsomo ebusia ya fa sida mi so ma oye diesel gift shop osa achede ban na pred mo wadofo achede ban na pred me nuano de manyankofa diesel gift shop on fa achede no fa nsomo achede ban na diesel on fa mo ma enfa nkosom wadofo nti bobo the sell the package fe da ma ba madeno ko na wonfa achedene mo no waso fa kache wadofo hwehwe the sell na so yi wo ye pedu Cape Coast pedu ntabeten traffic light na so pe ho na the sell she abosa na so na the sell sha so onye ubeti nkomo na wa abo ododo echi asido de wi yamfa ma oye NPA National Petroleum Authority also use gas e use gas and oil affordable and baby be fe bia bi gas ntiwa to compound house na lu bo wusu edu wusu kunkofon o we pay o eti bomate na hwehwe gas na chirikwan na febi fedu wodwuma mo ye fe yes ama ho biara obobo fie hu na mpa sabiwa waso etanyugbeyim ober waso etanyugbeyim enti asere bi so nkoma oye National Petroleum Authority yebusia yen shan samnase medzin kan makada yes last year January by this time na makada Central Region Finfrimanto ayewomi with this current government awabadono se Finfrimanto within 4 years yentumpna nanyen with this current government better development wamba Cape Coast yewie wamba Central Region yewie mesha sida merkada masemi last year osana abana obadono duduwara wo na benu ya fi Central Region yes impeinfa wonti makotin wa ba sheshara yetimi this current government ayewomenu majority abanunya no munkofi fi Central Region. It is a Central Region mumba say henu painful one mba there was the development brahina or that here kasa so ya dan yako na ka pre development de maye ho asamne it is a painful one wa banum sabu ta fa chara edwuma ne ye no mbodo o man no some no mbodo nti obeye do yesomoman 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 na sa yankasa yeti oman no so yem push yawo yanko yanka dimpuntu yanfa mba yetimana mfia na yebise yewu the central region abade na yenyen ni yebise yewu the central region ebe na ade party na yenyen it's moto challenge madema regional house of chiefs na nanu pay for go finfrimanto ma oye amahin fa wo finfrimanto ma hina meche all the paramount chiefs ni na the tefra be mbom ne ya to da mo hon o sande ya wo mpeyinfa wo abanuma o da nanu peyinfo twepin hon na wo de jimpuntu wo de wono krom ana wo de ba wono mensi na wo de ko won traditional council na senka yami the Central Region Coordinating Council wonye Ghana Investment Promotion Center wa kabom na why road show na yin there jafifi man to ye wo nyina we de nedi wo tona mamanfo de wombro da ye we wombra investment wombra na wo mo hwe na bibi otedam onkwado wombra Central Region da ye won so wombra na mo hwe be development onkwado no kwani Central Region ebe finfi manto ma ha ebe na ade na yenyi epono do tetete fitika so yenya no basino kwa kafu didi odemidama yewia yensa simfi oye asin fosu ana yensa simfi asin fosu pa kaso na yenwo mu nko oye yedo ko bodwase medase yensa simfi bodwase na yenwo ndama swedro dama yenko asin dama yenko twufraso dama yenfa wom du nko no fe dama yenko duaso koku abanche brede ekutu mbia ahwe tene bi owo habena ase bia benye bi wo Central Region nti obio pa ne ya o de wo faye ho de ye the poorest region o sibio etebushia wodi jumedi sonko tedam na abobado Cape Coast ha na former electoral commission bossa no dano ma me Charlotte say ndey oye nkum safoyen ba enti wo Cape Coast enti wato safo wo jumedi na ase na oba pay ni di nanum asam da kotugwa ebushia me kwotwe nsama ma me Charlotte say okan wo jumedi na ase na konumpa wo fado na Central Region ana fifi manton watana mankofo mo aso nkofo wanyiwa osane ye wonama pi na tra resource ya meda dom hene no ebina ne yedire ye nsama American yakohwe wimra.
Work closely with them and see how we can help them bring investment and development projects to the Central Region. And so our local entrepreneurs, we're urging you to please take this opportunity. Let's all collaborate. I think we do too much competition. I would say let's do more collaboration than competition. And what one person cannot do, three can do it easier. So if you need capital of, let's say, $200,000, you may not be able to raise it by yourself, but you may be able to collaborate with other people who can raise the capital and you bring in the sweat equity and do the legwork. So there are so many ways of partnering with others to make development happen. I also think that we should talk about the role of government. The government, yes, has a pivotal role to play, and we can see that the government agencies are working. Government is has been very focused on infrastructure through the big push, and we can all see the progress of the work on the Accra Cape Coast Road. And I can tell you that when that road is completed, the central region is going to be the hottest region in this country because the proximity to Accra and the ease of movement of people and goods. Property, if you don't have land in the central region, this is a good time to buy because property prices are going to like really jump up. So the big push, the 24-hour economy, the recent tax reforms, where we have some relief through VAT and abolishment of nuisance taxes, all this, and I'm sure that being a special economic zone, there'll be tax breaks and tax reliefs, so that makes it even better. So we do know that bureaucratic hurdles can stifle even the most promising ventures, but we all have to work relentlessly to remove them. And I'm glad that government has taken some steps in the right direction. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and those of us from the central region, I just want to say that we're on the cusp of a new era of prosperity. Our region is actually being unlocked through all the infrastructure going on. The opportunities are immense, the potential is undeniable, and the will to succeed is palpable. But we can only unlock this potential if we work together. So let us, the chiefs, the people, the government, and the investors, let's join hands in a spirit of partnership and collaboration. And let us create a central region that is the beacon of investment, a hub of innovation, and a land of opportunity for all its people. Thank you.
Ebusione fifi manto mahadi. Da yer mame sharoto say enkano oye abatu kobi sepei na oda no da odubotu gwa no yehu de fifi manto no puntu na ne kanko awe bebe ibudai na say yesase wo bebi a ebodu bebi na oye Kwame Boatin dudu na your friend A+. Oni Gomo Central mbehye begonya oho. Na of the special initiative oye special economic zone dabobado oye finfimanto wo na abato poshedo. Ekesi dudu na abenti onye na nanu mpefo akabo mu agya to da wodi economic zone da embibi buda embibi baba Ghana ha wo central region finfimanto ha no Gomo Central eho na wodi raw materials ni baba no wa ba shendama wa ba ye man wa ha ansana woda akọ bebi odo wokona wodo kotan na Kwame president sembi tugwa na konpo wofado na wode hihye no de botuga no ebusua ya hwe Kwame Boatin nsama oka di medinase ya hwamra
yije da ya yedem yefidem tume ene ha ye be nyina ye be chere most ma you botum de Nkrumah up central region na kuma wodi ba no so emphasize a wo benya ya be chere the central region no raw materials no wa ya chere the you to kwan for China you cover tiles you cover sink na ye leba but a champion see soft ceramics wo higher soft ceramics no produce them nyamanya ahwiana what they produce them nyama oil clay no ebi wo ho nansa ya ekogo mampumama Chinese food basic company of the 5 continents brick factory was a clay no wo no that bricks koko ya wo disi dan where bricks now what can be Ghana or export with the factory next. When actually one more China and when would they were clear what they are breaks now obey in the central region, you want Yama Bibre, you were juice factory, a coffee juice now there. Abrobe more the central region, Hano. It's no a queen ya Bibre, what go to the way in Yuma. It's in a yen, ye develop a friend the one central special economic zone. No one, the biggest free zones industrial city over the whole Africa. The biggest, some of the biggest industrial cities, you have 2,000 acres. We are building on 21,000 acres. We are building something for generations. You have Ghana, you two year popia or baby, not produce baby no. Although two na produce for Ghana. It's about Chinese who produce in what raw material. No, we do China. We could produce for China. No, we are shape if China would be about Africa. No, I send the big for Europe, no, the big for America. But if you're central region, we are young done. Say raw material now waha. On what the Chinese company in Mumbai we produce wahaya. Slave trade time, no. The Bantan and world ship in Yamafi of central region what they call American Caribbean. Osan there. Now, if you have one or a short, if you have for Europe or a short, if you handle for Washington and Asia, you insure straight to Washington. The man for Brazil or what? It's no none who be here there. Say you work big in the
MP for Gomwa Central. Honorable Kwame Gwatin do now friend A+. Ntebusia fifi man told the maka na masana case do there. Abani bebe wiyin. Na yin puntu biara ode yaji. Yaji. Yes, abani obokwa wiyin puntu biara ode yaji no. Yaji. Iti yabada regional coordinating council mpayinfo yabada humase na yada oye Gene IPC mechere Ghana Investment Promotion Center yabada hon so asepapa papa wo damu we show sunko a wode bobo ade mpayinfo fifi mantoma ha wode na edi message investment ana investors mekandam wo bo da mpa fifi manto da ye weyi nti yareba na yareba so investors in ba no chere nya the world but there what one sapan we mu da won ba na wa ba ye osane we hu da central region ye wo nti yabada oye Ghana Investment Promotion Center bada ho ase regional coordinating council won so yabada ho ase na yada MMDC sa wo fifi manto mahanya bada ho ase na ma sam ko ma to am hon adri no what aba nta wo there on ye den and he just about me there the whole central region district ana municipal ana metropolitan assembly bia na nyi obutu wa kra me menyi natural resource there be obia wo bi and also obia so ne de mo wo obia wo natural resource central region ha district assembly bia wo natural resource yankopon da dom Hona ebinum po wo mo bodo wo nsu wo habanase chado na ebusia yemfo nsi na yankwansam fufrum ebusia wansam fufrum no esuapana ho a owo oman Ghana ha ne mpayimfo ebehiem wo oye fifi mantoma na we behia oye hunya esuapano kra owo gwa ha mechere University of Cape Coast ana UCC na mpayimfo no we hia school no mu adusuafo mpayimfo wadan mechere SRC eno onye achechefo we behia no wo hwe de adusua na de kira okodo university no ana okodo esuapano mu no ma oboboa enuanom adusuafo wo fi school mu paya eduma ne yet dan na wo school na asesna po wo be school ansa na obusua ade adusua no ma fitimfi anane ananum esia obedi no wano no mu ne hyehyai otedan wo de me na menya agwa akonum wo oye University of Cape Coast na kwanchafu pay na oda UCC ano odensam de tugwa wabra orma ho akwaba na wabo ho atrase odwumedi so nkwa wo bedi wonde ba sana ndan na mu no wa hwekwanda ndama bokoye da ma ho no ode nsem tugwa yakwa school paying poda no aten vice chancellor the University of Cape Coast mche UCC yakwa ne sama ode tugwa no bi na imra.
I am happy to be presenting to us, all of us, the opening of the Advanced Skills course, which is jointly being hosted by the University of Bologna and the University of Cape Coast. Indeed, let me say that the University of Cape Coast is playing host, while the University of Bologna are the key architects. They have provided the funding through the Unit Africa project and have been able to bring all of us participants from across Africa to the University of Cape Coast. Acting Vice Chancellor, in 2004, the Office of International Relations spearheaded the organization of the first International Partners Week. The event brought together a number of our partners to our campus, including our friends from the University of Bologna. I must say that there was some level of collaboration between the two institutions, but it was not at the university-wide level, because at the time we had no MOU. And University of Bologna being the oldest, they have a very rigid and formal way of signing MOUs. If there are no activities ongoing between the universities, in fact, not just one activity, but they need about 3 different departments and some activities to be ongoing before the MOU is signed. So we took interest in the University of Bologna, and following the International Partners Week, we were invited to the University of Bologna, and we ensured that there were much more activities ongoing, and therefore there was the need for us to then sign the MOU. So it was after that event that the University of Cape Coast signed the MOU with the University of Bologna. And I must thank all those who facilitated the MOU, especially Federico at the time, who was part of the International Partners Week, and he's here for the second time since 2024. They facilitated with the Office of their International Relations equivalent and facilitated the signing of the MOU. It is through this collaboration, this MOU, that the University of Bologna found UCC a worthy partner and decided that we will play host to this event, which is so dear to their heart. I dare say that last year, when the University of Bologna invited 8 partners from across Africa, UCC was not left out. And so we were also there. Acting Vice Chancellor, I remember you mandated me to represent the university and also delivered some addresses on internationalization at that event. So Acting Vice Chancellor, this week we are hosting delegates from 6 African universities and then delegates from the University of Bologna at this conference. And we are going to deliberate on the future of Africa-Europe cooperation in higher education. Clearly, the future of Africa-Europe cooperation in higher education is based on establishing sustainable, equitable partnerships to cultivate knowledge, society, and address sustainable development challenges. And from the write-up that we have gone through, these include scaling up academic and scientific cooperation, enhancing skills development, facilitating students and research mobilities, and supporting knowledge circulation and co-creation between and within European and African countries. And this is also in line with the objectives of the EU Innovation Agenda, which seeks to strengthen peoples, communities, and institutions. So for this week, the Advanced Skills course, for which reason we are gathered, aims at exploring promising practices and innovative models of sustainable and naturally beneficial partnerships, mutually beneficial partnerships between Africa and Europe in the fields of international mobility, collaborative research, joint university-society initiatives. So the Advanced Skills course will address these 3 tracks and other cross-cutting topics. Various speakers have been lined up from across Africa and Europe. While some are physically present, others will also join us virtually. We strongly believe that the participants will learn from each other and will become agents of change in their respective universities. As a Vice Chancellor, as an office, the Office of International Relations values this platform as we have been able to bring key universities from Africa, from the African continent and our European partners. And we say that this gives meaning to our internationalization and regionalization strategy. It is expected that some meaningful collaborations will emerge among the African institutions that are participating to strengthen our South-South collaboration. Because in most cases, when we go for programs at the European level, you notice that even among us and between us Africans, we don't have a lot of collaboration going on. And I'm happy that the Acting Vice Chancellor, through the ASCOR, helped this university to develop the regionalization strategy of the university, which seeks to bring partnerships among us within the South.
Eti ebushafo opeyina onye amenson kasa wo oye University of Cape Coast mechere owura Samuel bet buedukusi one na etene kan aha nti yesehoma wonfa nchain da oye Vice Chancellor ne de no wonfa nchain na opeyina onye amenson kasa mechere Dean Office of International Relations ono na etene kan owura Samuel bet oye buedukusi ono na etene kan wo oye nkomotwetwe conference a olokodon na bushafo conferences onya omanga na nko oye bibiri man na onye njesi abochimem na oye associate professor dema oye University of oye Bologna mame Karen na so ozine mbedwum na ase na orikire kwana wo ba fodo na da menkitahudza a odo ba oye esuapona ho nwa wonu mu enti sa obaba nde yerisuade mampakron odo koche na yesuado wo oye ebibiri abuchiri obokọ abuchiri mem anede so retrega na hampo na wenya ntetefo frefiwa kona oba foda ode botodo na yene mamen Karen oye Polova na so den sam odutugu associate professor University of oye Bologna yakwajada about paying so okay.
This is an advanced skill course that is organized within a project funded by the Ministry of University of Research, University and Research in Italy, and is meant on one hand to train participants in how to scale up international relations, both within Africa, between Africa and Europe, and also within Africa itself. That is why we are here as the University of Bologna as facilitators, but we have invited our partners from African universities to come to the University of Cape Coast. We have a very strong relationship, academic relationship, scientific relationship with the University of Cape Coast. They visited several times, we visited several times, and I think this will be a very good opportunity this week to improve this relation and also to extend it to our other African partners in the continent. This is a project that basically is an advanced training in how to apply for funding from the different funding bodies for research projects, as well as how to improve the internationalization of universities.
It's a mshafu and mammy oya Karen Palova. Naso or the name yam bad mediasi nebuafo poto na eja opoto no collect one. Na jesemo mi de echi yensa kan oya University of Cape Coast oya Vice Chancellor meche Ura Dennis W Ahyato. Yankwahwe da openi so kan bi. Yes, Vice Chancellor, Nen Samana, Ebusia, my question for from na Mirpum Yansaka, Yade, Yanshe.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in today's academic landscape, no university can exist as an island. The challenges we face in education, research, and sustainable development are global in nature, and our solutions must be global as well. Internationalization, therefore, is not a luxury, but a necessity that is bridging local realities with global opportunities and enabling institutions to contribute meaningfully to the world. The University of Cape Coast internationalization efforts began in 1994 with the establishment of the Office of International Relations under a USAID-sponsored program. Over time, this office evolved into the Office of International Programs, and then also later into the Center for International Education, and now what we call OIR, Office of International Relations, operating under the Vice Chancellor's Office and headed by a Dean. Mandated by Article 26 of the University Statutes, the office manages international education programs, advises departments on exchanges and collaborations, develops memorandum of understanding, organizes international workshops and conferences, among others. Its activities, student and staff exchanges, research collaborations, organizing conferences, and information sharing, among others, have all strengthened our university's global image. It is on this basis that I want to thank the Dean, Professor Sabobet Boedikosi, and the staff of OIR for working together with one of our strategic partners, the University of Bologna, to put this program together. We are very grateful to the University of Bologna for providing the funding for this conference and also bringing together participants from other universities across Africa to share best practices and learn from each other. My understanding is that UCC has the highest number of participants, obviously because we are hosting. I strongly believe that this will impact positively on our internationalization agenda. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, over the past decade, UCC has made remarkable strides, maintaining more than 140 active partnerships across Africa, Europe, Asia, and North America. These collaborations encompass student mobility, faculty exchanges, joint research and publications, and international conferences. The Africa Center of Excellence in Coastal Resilience, ASORBA, supported by the World Bank and European partners, has become a flagship of UCC's internationalization agenda, training hundreds of graduate students from across Africa and positioning the university as a continental leader in addressing climate change and marine sustainability. The Directorate of Research, Innovation and Consultancy, DRIC, has further enhanced UCC's visibility by coordinating international grants, fostering innovation hubs, and supporting faculty and securing competitive funding, including participation in Horizon Europe projects. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and friends of the media, regionally, UCC has played a leadership role in the Regional Universities Forum, what is commonly known as RUFORUM, contributing to agricultural transformation through scholarships, joint research and policy dialogues. Through OIR, UCC has maintained active membership with U6 Plus Consortium of Universities and the Association of West African Universities. Through the U6 Plus Consortium, UCC has promoted joint degree programs, shared research platforms, and cultural exchange, strengthening South-South cooperation among African universities. UCC's leadership in AWAU has facilitated regional integration in higher education, harmonizing academic standards, and promoting mobility within the sub-region. Through OIR, UCC also maintains active partnership in the Association of Commonwealth Universities, ACU, African Network of International Educators, and recently, OBREA.
Eti ebusia aya professor anyato ono ye kwanchefu peina oda yusisa no wo oye esuapan mpeyimfa wo fi ebibirim no ye amanade wabakansa wagana ha na wonye wonre yedam ehidi wo oye UCC ebusia ye fia no do na yakọ atayimanto na atayimanto mu no ye yimpefede impempere ya yekese abano osidi a omampe nchonjo mani mahama frin kwejo otodu ibasa odano no waye hihede fiti fifi mantom deko atoye mantom oye dualization quantum pana kale bi ba fa ebi na fa manu mai ho tada continue baye wano no jumedo otede mo rekodo na mbesi bogwenya owo oye takrade mechere MP for oye takrade constituency honorable Kobna Otirdako odin sebu to gosi otete pa da endi sabano wa for crediting na ta won nyina won bo MP pia na abase ko na abade de ono no sekwan na ase intempi da se mba tuwa da won yene dam won kan dam won kono hodam zem shafu yan kwhwa no bo Kobna Otirdako ne nsama orakan yehwe bemra
I'm going to contact you. Take a big push project. And an apple for the project. Marakobi, the regional minister, Mr. Bolaisi. My house will be detained with the credit when you don't know in Farmer West. Now, a ban or any budgeter, you are the friend medium term expenditure framework. Only the Minister for Finance or sign commencement certificate for any project. That will actually ban the budget. It's a ban code. Abanu otaso abanewu the miscarriage contract of which am onitina yenjintu the your mama oyet dey me big push because big push onyeska oye green book a open way there watch na do projects why we be na wada ide on that shit ntaye dey would do a big theft on your big push because can we reach can feed your mama nkotoku araza feed nkotoku intino Otum Beka and was said because some more year Kotuka International Airport Terminal 3 project in John Mamana was started. Or yet only 27%. When City, I mean as deputy minister, let me supervise the project. They just 73% and we paid for it. Then we had $275 million. Ontum for $275 million from the compare of any. Takai job now contact 78 million. As I say, only right. Be a Robert and Nam not they deceive Ghana for NDC for the Jomama Noli road. In fact, now Robert no road why 70% already. And yet 23%. The maso now other projects are over Ghana or now doing project or start all year or claim the face one. But you're right.
Eti Takrade MP honorable Kobna Otirdako na samen The necessary one will ride a Shahan there. Or my pageant the money, Mama. Or Pro Kata, or your MPP, Amanyoku. Nana Adodankwa Kofado, former president. Juma who would in or Pro Katado. But I'll come a month for Yawati. Or come a month for Yawati. There, or ya Jumeta, what the crumb, the Sebogum no was signing with you too. Into Sabani, you are not ban for about what you do. Into some man pay John the money, Mahama, Waban or Cheddar. Mamma on take a credit to farm and Odajima on an obesity with Nasi. Second, Takradi, Mitsam, Takradi MP. Honorable Kodochi da Kunasami. Honorable Nasami. Yes, Honorable Nasami. Na ebusia ya pio Honorable Nasami. Now what's the regional minister? Who are Nelson? Also, na asama empirican sabiwa. Oyitiro yin no. Osande sa MPP aban butum dorunday we bi jo akadaman samna. Wo mi sene de abanda de no twam mu kwa MPP be no ebe na de da wo ye infa no be a oboto no. Ne yipo yende o man pe John Dramanya ase. Do dwiri hu de mo ti be yo man ga na niska nto nje nguo. Ole tie do nto ole tie da no hawo. Ono yo bia. Ebusia me ko ya Western Regional Minister Honorable Oye Joseph Nelson then sama odu tugwan ye hwe bi.
Na some no recam for them kwan no na bi opeda amanfo tsedenze keke. No so were around, but really I don't think that there's any real point bia no opedo make, because in some other candidate we need to bia one, nobody has disputed the project was started by the NPP administration. Nobody has disputed that. Obi a makanda mansem amemen kan obi a NDC bia nkokan wo baby a asema ye kan dey edwuma wadama just more don ya no wa mani sidipo na NDC abane bay onam dey kwan no ho won fa so ma amanfo na His Excellency pede kwan no contractor ni wie ni tensi or the project na akwahye big push and at present na no obey onam the project na akwahye big push nti why instruct the finance minister to pay the contractor about $78 million or a cost of the project as I'm making is it a ma takradi empirical niti na na wan sabi mo more patch the wa bana ma contract when TSC depo ama contractor na de na ho de na sky aban foforo aban no say project ni ho hia ntimeda a shape push wan so hara wa instruct finance minister do release the scammer contractor make us say me assure the contractor no nisa kaniska obohwe ma adwuma nka ya wa aka no wetum na wa ye nti what is the point really takrade MP what was his issue? No, because in some hurricane, sabi in period some who nitin and how relevant that point is, because obi jichim about who started that project. Obi jichim. Mumada na njamea
Obi anyichim. You see, in my center focus, they be a cancer there. Send ona ayana you yet in paying for to me be monana. Ni be saying what there, ana yakwe na yabe. Nti I didn't want you know when you want there mentaso. Ana wo pe wo kese wo bia wo na wo so wo ana on ntira Sabanda don't know yo, Saba for no richodo. The bottom line is project obokodo mo bia na watan. Anaju biziru kodo contact na sakris kam o yejuma no on ye hwehwe. Ebusia center focus. Na member no ore wa ya bi. Ma mo hwe de oboka tai kra abakansa ebien. Na yemfa no sunsan do no. Yemfa mro no ewi a nkomotwetwe bia la o bia so nsaka. Ane pay yeshe oye the oboka abakansa daily graphic waba the punch waba the insight waba godo republic waba daily analyst waba the crusading waba the Ghanaian Times waba godo the chronicle waba godo daily guide waba godo daily post or hopa the statement waba the source no so waba the Accra Times no so waba ebusia observer no so waba nemom member ninti ye bele so daily graphic name what the vice president about pay quote the record breaker yere mami onye abofu Asia wo economic gain sesiare Ghana economy no Ose Professor Nana Opoku Agyemang Nsa Vice President yo Her Excellency Anosha Nsa enti we share your home grow solutions that will drive our economy no we tune wa kodo mfanyi na oda wano na good board no so no nsam daily graphic or the aba Kobreje Japan honorable engineer or the mfanyi oda aba na all kind I am the most viable candidate for Unite MPP. Asama engineer Kobreje Japan so or come daily graphic and pay or double treatment. It was the punch. The punch has there. Preventive footprint. Oh, I want to put the infancy by an advert. Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly was support Dambila fire victims. Nti no so wode no ndama woda ma no oye eso wan. Damara na afa no south. Southwest MC no so one move oye project site. That ma oye contractor obeyedwum ono na we twa fefe into contractor obokoro wa yedwum na den kra enyigesam obutum aba wo Ebusia asembida the punch na so na mepere yehwe wasam pa yaka Ghana loses 50 million Ghana cedis busum bia for smuggle oil palm busum bia eto kire ngwa ode yedino Ghana wo smuggle na the masemiya the punch that botugwe you butu one number you be hwehwem pa you be hwehwem usande say inde watete namado mande ekugoma ndamane bayo ku dani asemi a osi na ebedu nkomo mbibia oba semi osi wa agba market nguru smogi akafa samaba de enanuma we hudo watete namado ndama nsubi aba anwi watechira anwo potem bag matenga na sidi igomfo wa abro wore wonti bida unkotorma hun na wonso wonsa wonchechir wonsa wonchem wonchechir 10 no 10 oboton 100 Ghana cedi na wasmogo ngo na wasmogo into man Ghana yebakaw 50 million Ghana cedis 50 million Ghana cedis busumbia the punch ma other bain it was some the Republic Press or the MPP amanyeku impa nan undi na laboto also battle for MPP soul I hit up this aspirant and none necessary the Republic Press and all come on some. Now, Honorable Kedoforata, former Finance Minister, if he does so. Now, this is tsunami at the Teco. Yes, made a game. Asamaba na Republic President will face a migration fight or US. It's a court to join in the case, other than a walk right. Court to join in the case, they can see or April Busman. Now, court to join the case in the Republic President the Bay. Into Honorable Kedoforata, all Ghana have you. Into Ghana for 1 year. Ghana for 1 year. Honorable Kedoforata, all on Baha. I ain't Bashi. We be the minister. Wabe finance minister 8 consecutive years papa now kote 8 years papa with the minister na obeden bio abade bio na obeya magana fo ba mo pere ye bia wa ye wie mo pere odusum gana bia wa sum ewie mo pere ofana wa gana he bia wa fa ewie mo pere odiri wa gana he bia wa je ewie mo pere de magana fo wudi bia da mo hu na ewie oye dem bi one bagana mayahwe is a oye citizen of US nti Ghana for Ghana hey Ghana for Ghana ayo it's the Bokata the Republic Press mo the bayim daily analysts the Bokata so abegwado na oye we sabi je fini fe na order oye daily analysts ni no say Ghana begins local gold refining eyi jesama nti awura sabi je finu feyin na order enyima good board wonye oye mpeifa ba fa no wo esanchofo kubata no peyin oye awura domfo no makes oye advanced media 2025 top 100 power list nti no so ma ode aba abotugwen na if you be that so the analyst na so na if you be do osi MPPs ni noi note arrested in US we gunwan adani su atire a former mami no so watching with US kakra watching with US the MPPs need no note watching with US if you say member no ya be custodian mo fa momudo the custodian mo fa momudo the custodian good border whereby from local gold refinery no fein sami je fi na orichiema oye when I buy refinery no company no won so we so ma what the insurance oye agreement no what sign kama na be part of Baumias imminent victory one no ka da masemi another pray oye MP4 oye nsewom adoeje another pray no ka de kire oye MPP amanyeku no mumba do bia anya part of it Baumian victory nti yeboko yakoto aban de yato abana mo bi fi mo pay no nata aya part the dada Mbese bogom edom kuma minority no with assembly atugama oye the custodian afa asam no also sack unfit a black over diplomatic oye failures. Mbese bogom don ko asam yin we honorable okujo to black unfit into one second. Edom kuma minority our parliament one asam yin na the custodian and pay other bay. Ebusua no menyina do na mfa oye center focus mfa mbre wiei. Na medire be wiei a na meda seda sonko medire ma oye edwumoku a wona adaworo ma and pay wada hodin buso masen na mede dwumede sonko tere mede bro mekire king of the universe the king call obede materials him. The sell gift shop also tade na charge the mara na National Petroleum Authority NPA also use gas edwoko ba se wona adaworo ma na wuso masen ma ya ebe na adaje mede oye center focus and pay mede bro mo yefida nda yukuda na adondema ifida oye community connect nti ebe community na yel kodo ede no sam ede bablaw asa na the owo bia no yade atuedo aseda bi no nkoma so professor Emmanuel Kwam na banfo eje tanka director na emphasize dan so fama oye breje no ye Uncle Ben da and pay wa bobo nzamana no wa hyehyɛ kama na ye desi senyi ebudu da membri ebusia be from kitikeku ASORBA KOFI ESSUMAN and pay bomo wacho